So it's a little after 7 a.m. I stopped at a chain, gas station. Even though I drive a Tesla, a guy still needs a cup of coffee every once in a while. So I stopped to get a cup of coffee, and I walked in. I filled up the cup, and then I went over to that creamer machine, and I pushed the cup in, and there's nothing's coming out. And I'm looking around to see if there's any of those little packet creamers, and there was a bunch of the flavored ones, but I don't like those. So I said, there was two people behind the counter, and I said, is this creamer thing out? And one of them looked up and said, yeah, and then went back to what they were doing, which was really just having a conversation. Now, the irony of this is I'm in the service industry, and every retailer, including restaurants, including myself, are complaining that we don't have enough customers. And customers are not coming. People are blaming it on the economy. It's not the economy. I'm still going to drink a cup of coffee every morning. But I'll tell you what, we are getting to the point to where service is so bad that we'll just make our coffee at home. I don't even need gas anymore. I drive an electric car, right? So I have a home charger. But one of my little joys that I don't mind paying for is a cup of coffee. And I don't mind paying $3 for a cup of coffee or $8 for a cup of coffee, because I don't really spoil myself in too many other areas. But, if this is what everybody wants, that's okay. If you don't want to work in gas stations, and you don't want to work in retail stores, and you don't want to work in restaurants or whatever it is, that's okay. But if you are going to work, if you're going to do any job, at least show a little enthusiasm. And had that person said something like, yeah, I'm sorry, we're out of creamer, I would have been like, okay, but I actually got nothing. So, being the stupid consumer that I am, temporarily, I went ahead and I put that powdered creamer in my coffee, and it's sitting right here. And I would hold it up in front of the camera, but I really don't want to do that, because I don't want to label this particular brand. But, by the way, it happens in many, many places. There's one it doesn't happen in, and maybe I should do a video about them and the reason that their place is packed every morning when I go there. And it's not in this area, it's in another area that I drive to. And I have 2 cups of coffee every morning, and my second cup, I guarantee you, will be there. But honestly, I won't be back here. I'm not going to make my coffee at home just yet, but that's coming. And I'm telling you, that's what people are doing. They're eating at home. They're doing everything at home, because nobody smiles anymore. Nobody's nice anymore. And when you do find somebody that is in that restaurant or in that gas station or in that store, you're going back there and you're going to be loyal to them. And that has never changed in the history of the world. People who treat people good always do good. Why doesn't anybody get that? I hope this wasn't a depressing, complaining video, because it is. But I want you to tell me in the comments, am I the only person that's seeing this? Am I the only person that gets up in the morning and goes somewhere or does something, or, maybe tries to hire a painter or go out for a meal and says, why am I doing this? Why am I giving these people my money and they have no respect for it? Tell me in the comments, and do me a favor, please like, subscribe, and share the video. And if you want a discount, excuse me, on purchasing a new Tesla, there's a link in the comments and in the description of the video. And there's also another company called EV Base, which will give you 26% off a rear door, rear deck cover protector for your SUV, for your Tesla, or whatever it is you have. They do various brands. That's in there. And by the way, I have a link that you can buy me a coffee if you're enjoying the content. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Enjoy your coffee.